Hola! Mr. X, joined by Chance. It's Epsilon versus FaZe. This is a round 3 matchup. You must be saying 7-13. Round 3? Yep. 7-13. We're only in round 3 here. Should be a good one though, Chance. Starting on board with Royalty. You said during the commercial break you thought Epsilon would take this, that they've looked kind of crappy on the respawns, but good in the S&D. Now I know Nagavit getting off with that first blood. Kind of proving what you said.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't want to say like all of them have been doing crappy. Swanee has been like a force throughout this entire series, and even Royalty in that first hardpoint had a pretty good game. But both Nagafen and Remy haven't done the greatest in the respawn game modes. So yeah, definitely looking for them to step it up in the Search and Destroy. We saw them take the first map of Search and Destroy, obviously 6 rounds of 4. However, FaZe does not seem to be intent on letting that happen again. They do have the man advantage right now, and Hughes is going to be able to pick up Royalty in that green area, leaving Remy alive in a 1 versus 3. He does have the bomb, and he does have his life for now, but not a good situation to be in.
Nope, not a good situation at all. Looked like a pretty promising round for Epsilon. Now it's going to go in the favor of FaZe. Remy puts down some shots and not able to finish off that player. It's going to be FaZe taking that 1-0 lead.
Yep, congratulations to them. I'm just really hoping that there's no delays and no one joins randomly in the middle of the game, that it all works out okay. Enable also finishing with the final kill cam on a 3 streak. Hopefully he can keep that up for the FaZe squad. But again, even when FaZe is going up in these matches, Epsilon is going to be fighting right back. They've done it literally this entire series. That's been how it's been going down. Back on the offensive side of things, though, Enable's going to be your bomb carrier, and it looks like they're going to not go to a bomb site yet.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to hang out, play for picks. We usually see FaZe do this a lot. It's going to be Enable pushing over a little bit towards A. Now it looks like they're going to commit to it a little bit more. He sees the one player directly in front of him. Player's going to jump. Enable going to back out. He's going to get tagged up with a nade. Looks like they're just going to rotate all the way back through that middle street. Was Hook trying to get that first blood. Swanee, he's going to take him out. Enable quick to trade it off. It's going to be Enable picking up another kill, and I'm on board with Remy over in green, as it looks like the FaZe guy is going to get aggressive, trying to push him over there. We'll go on board with Enable, though. It's on a 6 spree. Does he get that last kill and make it 7? That's unreal if he does.
Yeah, he did. He traded the first 2 kills perfectly, just baiting out his teammates, and then even the final 2 kills worked out pretty much the exact same. Enable, pretty good at Search and Destroy. It seems like getting a 2-piece for the final kill cam, got the final kill cam in the first round as well. Actually played with Enable in pub Search and Destroy a few days ago with Ron and a few other friends. And Enable did pretty well in pub matches too. Turns out if you're good against the pros, you're good against a bunch of randoms too.
Oh, yeah, pretty good knowledge right there playing against Enable. Starting off 7-0, I'm going on board with him. Don't care what anything happens in this game. Probably the hottest start I've ever seen to an S&D. 2 rounds in, 7-0. If you're Epsilon, just don't go anywhere near Enable.
I think at this rate, he's going to finish with, what, like 28 kills or something like that? Something insane. But either way, FaZe just completely steamrolling Epsilon right now. Again, they do have the man advantage in their favor. It looks like Enable wasn't able to pick up that kill, ends up getting the assist. Zuma cleans it up. But going to be, no, it's not going to be a 1 versus 3 with Swanee, the last one alive. He's going to die in that garage area as well. And FaZe looking extremely strong. Definitely trying to prove me wrong in saying that Epsilon is going to win.
Yeah. Enable finishing off. Swanee here, starting off 8-0. We're staying on board with Enable. I don't care what happens. I mean, he's 8-0. Why show anybody else?
I mean, I completely agree. That's the most logical thing you could do. Yeah, and it's pretty much been Enable versus Epsilon. I feel like if Enable dies, like if he gets first blooded, then Epsilon will have a chance. But if he can stay alive for like half the round, then he's bound to just kill everyone from Epsilon. Already putting down first shots on the team, but Epsilon actually playing extremely aggressively past his A bomb side, pushing into the spawn. However, Slasher's still going to be able to get that first blood. He is going to get traded by Royalty, though, so we are going to have a 3v3. But again, a lot of pressure coming in from the boys on Epsilon.
Yeah, Epsilon did a nice job forcing the issue down back alley. Now it's going to be FaZe deciding what they want to do on offense. Enable going to have the bomb in garage, gonna have a player coming directly to his right. Didn't see him, I don't think. Now here's him. He's gonna get flanked from behind. He's gonna get taken out. His first death of the game. Gonna be a first round win for Epsilon as well. They're gonna get on the board down 3-1.
You kill Enable, you win rounds. That is the secret to playing against FaZe, apparently, is what I'm learning now. Either way, though, again, Epsilon has been down in the uplink, they were down in the CTF, and they were down in the hard point. And every single time they came back and at the very least made it interesting. Again, very tenacious squad. So they went down 3-0, but obviously they were able to kill that momentum, at least for just a round, and pick up that defensive round. So now we get to see what they do back on the offensive side of things. Last time they played very, very aggressively, and now it looks like they're going to switch things up and go to B.
Yeah, Epsilon's going to push over towards that B bomb site. Looks like it's going to be Remy with the bomb, and it's going to be Royalty leading the way. Royalty 3-3 for Epsilon, leading their team thus far. He's going to be met by about 2 players, I think, inside of this bomb site. He's going to jump in, challenge Slasher, just going to destroy Slasher. Now, it looks like he's going to try and push through School. He's going to try and back up. He's going to get taken down by Zuma. So it's going to be a 3v3. Remy, he's going to get bombed down. Zuma, the end of the hallway now. Make it. Oh, I thought Zuma was going to be able to take out Remy. Remy got caught on the wall, but Remy is able to get out. Not able to finish off this kill mid-map. Enable's going to get 1. Just a very dominant start here from FaZe. Enable in a huge gunfight mid-map, though. Chance going to lose it to Remy, so it's going to be a 2v1. Zuma, last one alive for FaZe.
Yeah, and Zuma, as always, is going to be on that flank coming up behind Remy over the bomb side. However, he's going to get flanked himself and shot in the back, so Epsilon, again, going to be able to win 2 rounds in a row, and again, not letting FaZe run away with this match quite yet. Obviously, they were up 3-0. That's definitely a good thing to do in search and try. I'm really on top of this T1 analysis today, saying how Enable can beat pub players, can beat pro players, so definitely just going to have to let you take that one away, and I'll stick with the play-by-play.
You're doing fantastic, Chance.
Oh, thank you.
You're always fantastic. It's going to be Epsilon mounting a little bit of a comeback. We'll go on board with somebody from Epsilon, show some of the defensive side. We'll go on board with Royalty. Going to switch to a bow here at the start. See what he decides to do. Looks like he's going to be pushing it towards the middle of the map. He's going to have Zuma directly in front of him. Going to put some shots down, then just back down. We have Swanee. It looks like in a gunfight, he's going to get all types of tagged up. He's going to back down. Looks like Royalty is going to have one back. Atlas saw him. Going to back up. He's going to get stunned, but looks like both teams just playing for picks at a little bit more range with ARs.
Without a doubt, and at a point, well, Royalty's going to get first blood with that grenade. Obviously, FaZe pretty much all turtled up in their base right now, haven't gotten anything going in terms of pushing quite yet. And Zuma's going to pay the price with his life, but now FaZe is going to be working over by that A bomb site. Again, Enable, we saw himself in the same position earlier. He was able to get 2 kills while he was tucked away in this back corner. However, that is not going to be the case. No one from Epsilon going to be challenging anytime sooner. Now the rotation's coming in. All 3 players from FaZe right around this ambulance area trying to get a pick mid-map or just get something that they can work with. But at some point, they're really just going to have to make a move to a bomb site. They're really running out of time. Only 25 seconds left in this round.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to catch somebody from Epsilon off guard in the middle of the map, just, you know, not able to do so as the Epsilon guys playing very patient, just kind of staying in their spots. And it's going to be Epsilon tying this one up as 3-3, making a very nice comeback.
And honestly, I don't want to just keep making jokes about it's because of Enable, but Enable hasn't gotten anything going. He started out 7-0 and then got up to 8 kills, and since then, he hasn't been able to do much of anything at all. Obviously, Epsilon just coming back and steamrolling, winning 3 rounds in a row of their own. So now FaZe is going to have to like step it up. Someone on FaZe, aside from Enable, really has to get something going. Definitely look out for Huke, now sitting at 1-5, to just be able to get a first blood, get something going for a squad. But Epsilon looks like they went to B last time, and they're going to be trying to do the exact same thing in this offensive round.
Yeah, it worked. They're going to try and do it again. It's going to be Royalty leading the way. Once again, he's going to have a player directly behind him. He's going to get shot in the back. Remy not going to challenge that. It's going to be Slasher getting that first blood and then getting out of there. Huge for FaZe, trying to win around to kind of stop the bleeding a little bit as Epsilon's been on fire.
And now Remy completely by himself trying to work into this B bomb site, but 3 players from FaZe are just stacked right around that same area. I'd really like to see someone from Epsilon either go to help out Remy, or if Remy can just rotate back around towards his teammates, but instead all 3 players are just going to be kind of spread across the map. So Remy is able to pick up a kill, but he's going to get traded right away. And now the bomb is down right next to the B bomb site, and it looks like FaZe is well aware of that.
Yeah, it's going to be Swanee trying to push in from the mid with an AR. He's going to put some shots in a dead body. Something interesting. Nogfen going to put some shots down cross map. Go on board with him. It looks like he's seen a guy go pit. Just chasing him. Gonna be able to finish off that kill on Slasher. Will go on board with Swanee. Looks like there's players pushing him to his left. He's got one in front of him, not able to take him out. Nagafen's gonna pick that one up. We're gonna have a 1v1 Hook going up against Nagafen, and Nagafen has the bomb. Don't think Hook knows that. Looks like Nagafen gonna plant the bomb at A. Not able to get away though. Hook only picking up 1 kill this round, but it's pretty big.
I was going to try and set the story if Nagafen had got away. He was on a 5 streak, he got the bomb planted, and then Hugh was doing the worst on his team at 1 and 5. But you're exactly right. If you're going to get kills, you might as well make them the most important ones, and Hugh does just that. Again, stopping the momentum, it seems like each team is just taking turns getting 3-round wins in a row. And if FaZe is able to do that, then they're going to win this match, because that's how math works. You only need 6. So that's what's going to go down. But again, going to see what FaZe can produce on offense. We saw them last round kind of turtle up in their base a little bit, and after they got first blooded, they just weren't able to produce anything. But now, actually, Epsilon coming out very strong and aggressively. Once again, passes the bomb site. Now we're going to have a 3v3. Huke's able to pick up Royalty to give them FaZe the man advantage. However, again, Epsilon does have them pinched in a little bit. Some more gunfights going down. Swanee able to take down Huke, but he's going to get trapped by Enable. Enable sitting at 11 and 4, still having a pretty good game. But Remy in a 1 versus 1, he's able to pick up Enable. Spots the second player. Huge gunfights going down over in this pit area. It's going to be Slasher versus Remy.
Yeah, Slasher I don't think knows where Remy went. Remy looks like he's going to wrap all the way around through garage, gonna go back towards mid-street. So it would be a huge 2v1 clutch if Remy's able to do so. It looks like he's gonna play further rotation over at A. Slasher, on the other hand, gonna be working over trying to get bomb. And then you would think Slasher's gonna go to B, doesn't have a ton of time left. So Slasher's gonna pick up bomb. Gonna go straight for the plant over at B. Gonna plant it so he can watch his back at A. I'm surprised Remy deciding not to go over and check B. Gonna let him plant, then Remy gonna play from here. And look at this spot from Slasher. It seems like Remy should be able to see him. Slasher able to take him out. Huge kill right there from Slasher. Gonna put FaZe up 5-3.
It's kind of an interesting decision out of Remy. He was playing that as if it was a pure 50-50, just assuming the bomb was going to be going down to A. But he knew the bomb was down over in that pit area. Personally, I would have preferred to put himself in a position just to watch the cross for mid-map to see if he, he has to pick the bomb up in that pit area. It makes more sense for him to go to the B bomb site. But either way, Slasher had to go clutch up and win that gunfight as well. He does just that. Again, we've just seen multiple times 3-round wins in a row, and now it looks like Remy might finally starts playing after the first 8 seconds of the round passing. He does pick up the bomb. Looks like once again the boys from Epsilon are going to be working the B bomb site. Maybe they're kind of spread out, possibly going to A. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to spread out, try and play for picks, see where the guys on FaZe are. You see Swanee, he's going to put down some shots mid-map. There's 2 players in pit for FaZe. Looks like FaZe going to play a little bit heavier over towards the B side, and Royalty going to be the one for Epsilon over on the right-hand side of the map. Might force the issue. Looks like he's going to fall back. Everybody playing pretty passive. It's going to be Enable getting that first blood. 12 and 5 out of Enable in this one. Couldn't ask for a better game 5 out of him.
No, not at all. Not at all. We have seen Epsilon clutch up without the man advantage a few times, but now they're going to be in a 2v4. Royalty is going to be able to pick up Huke in that green area to force it now to a 2v3, and it looks like they do have control of that A bomb site. So if Remy puts this down right away, potentially there is going to be hope for them to be able to pull away despite being down the man advantage once again. Again, 2 versus 3. Remy, though, is going to be the last live now as Royalty gets taken out. Well, that's going to be the game FaZe. Going to be able to win 3 rounds in a row for the second time. They're going to win game 5. Again, congrats to Epsilon for clutching up and being tenacious in all the respawns, but it doesn't matter. FaZe too strong.
Yep, it's going to be FaZe winning that one in a game number 5. Going to move on to the quarterfinals. We'll probably bring you that matchup. But guys, after this quick commercial break, we'll be giving you an update of everything going on in the 5K. Stay tuned.